Sam!
They need representation.
I wonder if she's signing this way.
It's all right, really.
Yeah. That's the reason I'm here. He's one of my mentors. He's such a nice guy.
No, I'm I play bass. No, but there was a kind of tracks that we did studio fully and ready to release those. So we're doing lots of practice in advance. Nothing in the diary just yet. Welcome.
Yeah,
That's a spectacle.
you can look this side.
I was tempted.
Are you going to deliver a speech? Yeah, it's like social work and private sector. I've been trying to phone you, but the phone's been off. Yeah, because I get... Do you wheel here or do you take the bus? Take a long while. Oh, right. You got there. Oh, hello, I didn't say it. Oh, it's a real centre of religion. Yes.
Hello everybody, thank you all very much for coming. My name is Mahmoud. I'm standing in for Julian, who is our leader for this vigil and has been since it started many weeks ago. This is a vigil organised by the health workers for Palestine. It is part of an international movement from Australia, across all of Asia, Europe and America. And vigils like this are being held in many cities across the world today. It is our opportunity to remember all the healthcare workers that have died in the current conflict, in the war in Gaza. There's been more than 400 healthcare workers who died and killed, some of them while they are working in hospitals, in clinics, against all humanitarian laws and conventions. Many of the health facilities in Gaza that were supporting the population have been destroyed. There's only 4 semi-functioning hospitals in the whole of Gaza, which used to have 36 hospitals. And 2 of them are currently under attack. The Al-Nasser Hospital and even the European Hospital. And the doctors inside them are trapped. They cannot leave to go and help anybody else. And patients are prevented from arriving at these hospitals to receive very much needed health care. The healthcare workers that have died include doctors, nurses, healthcare technicians, of all the people that are essential for healthcare to survive. And healthcare has been one of the main targets of the Israeli aggression because it is one of the essential things to a population to survive. They don't want the population to be able to survive in Gaza. They don't want them to stay in Gaza. So one of the things to destroy is healthcare. They're also destroying education as well as everything else that they can get to. The population of Gaza, as you all know, have been starved, deprived of water, deprived of oil, energy,
Free Palestine!
to maintain the hospitals. And even the hospitals that are running, they still are very low on fuel to maintain their functions. A group of UK-based doctors went with Hamid, which is one of the supporting groups of this vigil, to Gaza, but unfortunately, although they have the skills to help, they don't have the equipment, they don't have the medicine, they don't have the drugs necessary to help people. And that is an essential thing that needs to happen. Humanitarian aid needs to get in. All the supplies need to be allowed to go in freely with no restrictions. Currently that is prevented by the Israeli occupation army. We are here, as I said, to remember all the healthcare workers that have given up their lives to try and save lives. And we need to continue our support for them, to show them that we do care in every way possible. Because if we don't do that, they will feel left alone, and that they shouldn't feel left alone. We should show our support in every way we can. And we should continue to call for a ceasefire, which is the only solution that could bring some normality to the Gaza Strip and allow all the humanitarian aid to go in. And that should be our immediate request to our politician representatives, to the government, to the trade unions, to everybody, to push for a ceasefire and unlimited humanitarian aid to get in ASAP. Thank you very much again, everybody, for being here. This is a fantastic turnout, and it is very heartening to see so many people supporting the health care workers in Palestine. So I do thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I ask Kate to come up and say a few words, please?
So, as a health visitor, I speak often of what a crucial time the antenatal and postnatal period is for mothers and their babies, and the importance of supporting parents during this huge change in their lives. In Gaza, I read that one mother was killed 10 hours after giving birth to her baby. Her newborn baby was also killed. Imagine the strength, determination and courage to deliver a baby under unimaginable conditions and with no medical care. only to deliver them into a world that has been made so unsafe that you are both killed before getting to spend one full day on this earth together. This is just one story amongst many. I also read that miscarriage rates in Gaza have increased by over 300% in the last 3 months. This is not surprising given that most people in Gaza have limited access to food and clean water before even thinking about the impact of injuries from bombing and gunfire. The constant military onslaught is making conditions for childbirth impossible, and for those women who do manage to deliver their babies, the chances of them and their babies surviving the next months, weeks, days are becoming less as each day passes. Lives in Gaza are being extinguished before they have even begun, and still our government is silent. Still our government refuses to cease sending arms, which will be used to kill more innocent people. Still our government refuses to impose sanctions or measures to prevent further loss of life. We call on our government to follow international law and the millions of voices in this country calling for a ceasefire now.
Thank you very much, Katie. Thank you. Can I ask Hillary, please, to come up and say a few words?
Shalom. I am honoured to read out a statement from fellow healthcare workers, our brave brothers and sisters in Gaza. This is from an emergency and ED doctor. The last casualty I treated was a 9-year-old boy with shrapnel in his eyes and all over his body. He couldn't see anything, only hear voices. When I asked him about his name, he replied, "Am I still alive, or is this the voice of heaven?" This is from a doctor. The suffering that we are seeing cannot be described or articulated. This is from a doctor. Thank you. The seventh day without connection, without internet, without communication. We hear the bombardment and neither we nor the ambulances know where. All the injured were sentenced to a premeditated and deliberate death. This is from a doctor, a kind of numbness that I feel, complete numbness. Nothing matters, nothing affects me, I care about nothing. If you told me right now the whole world was on fire, I wouldn't blink. I don't know why this is, but that's how I feel numb. This is from a nurse. We are shrouding a lot of people. Martyrs are killed every day and the bombing is still continuing and in abundance. This is from a doctor. I never imagined that we will be in the clinic and discover cases of severe acute malnutrition in children, and to see with our own eyes the complications of malnutrition on their small bodies, for them to see it, but we are seeing it. This is from a surgeon. I don't know how we can ever recover from such trauma, such days, such lives. This is from an ED doctor. We are literally living in hell. This is from a doctor. I don't want to spend my day like this. I feel like I'm in prison, and I feel sorry for my child and for all the children in Gaza. Since months we lost our home. We can't see our friends and families. We're alive, but we are not actually living. This is from a doctor. We aren't okay. Not now, nor then, but we are still alive. Fear and terror are everywhere. Killing and forced displacement. We are slowly dying in Gaza. So I think we're seeing attacking healthcare facilities, patients and doctors is normalised on the television. I never thought that I would see this. So I stand with everybody who says there must be a ceasefire, and patients and healthcare facilities and all healthcare workers should never be a target. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Hillary. Last but not least, I'll ask Daniel to come and say a few words as well. Thanks. Thank you. Hello. This is slightly unusual, but many of the people here will know of Guy Cheverton, who was an extremely active member. He attended all the vigils until he died 2 weeks ago. He was not a medic, although he should be very well known in Hull Royal Infirmary because he spent a lot of time there in the ICU and other places over the last 3 months. He was a stalwart in supporting the cause of a free Palestine. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We do remember him, and he was a great supporter, and he was always active in supporting the Palestinian cause and supporting the Palestinians. If anybody feels they will have a few words they want to say, please come up, feel free to come up and address everybody. But I just want to thank you again for coming to this vigil. Keep the thoughts of all the Palestinians. Keep all the Palestinians in Gaza in your thoughts, especially the healthcare workers who have been targeted and repeatedly by the Israeli occupation forces. The chief of the Al-Shifa hospital, which was the biggest hospital in Gaza, which was destroyed for no reason and with no justification, is still held hostage by the Israeli occupation forces. Nobody knows where he is, and his only crime is that he was the chief of the Al-Shifa hospital. There are other responsible people in other hospitals who have been taken hostage as well by the Israeli occupation forces. Apparently they want to interrogate them to get them to admit that their facilities were used by Hamas and others. But there is no evidence that the healthcare facilities have been used, and they have been just destroyed and targeted by the Israeli occupation forces, as I said earlier, to demolish any lifeline for the Palestinians in Gaza. Please keep coming to these vigils, keep remembering the healthcare workers who have given up their lives for the sake of other Palestinians to live. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Yes.
I just wanted to say that I'm really proud to stand here with all of you people. Let's put the glasses back on. Hello. I just wanted to say how proud I am to be standing here with I just wanted to say how proud I am to be standing with all of you people today. People who care and want to make a difference on a Friday evening. We're all desperate to do something, anything to help to stop this genocide, to make a difference. We come here every Friday evening, we sign petitions almost daily, we lobby our MPs. Today I changed my bank account to a much more ethical bank. I haven't got a lot of money, but I do not want one single penny of mine to support the attacks on Gaza. We've also stopped eating at certain chain restaurants and no longer shop with some of the online retailers. I would urge everyone to check where their money is going, ensuring none of us are inadvertently supporting the genocide in Gaza. I believe absolutely everything we do does make a difference.
Absolutely, I support that totally. And boycott is having an impact. It is affecting the big companies who have been in support of the Israeli occupation, like Starbucks, even McDonald's. So boycotting is an effective tool that we can all take part in and participate in. And I totally support your action. Thank you. I'd like to ask you just to stand for a minute's silence in memory of all the healthcare workers who have died in the Gaza Strip and also in the West Bank. We don't need to forget the West Bank. The West Bank is struggling as well. There is a lot of killing and murders, and we've seen recently, I don't know if you've seen, Israeli special forces entering a hospital dressed up as medics, went into a hospital to kill 3 people in the hospital. If that is not a crime, what is a crime? I ask you for 1 minute silence, please. Thank you very much. How's your studying going?
Going very well, yeah.
Yeah.
I did my winter mocks. I got all A's. So I'm very happy, yeah.
Very good. Fantastic.
Week after next week, he has a week off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the February midterm.
Yeah. I'll be... السلام عليكم.
ذكرني.
أشرف لا بعرفه الدكتور أشرف.
أنا ذاكرتي تعبانة.
And that I think will go and go now. Another motivation is quite obvious, so I was sort of but the one coming up soon at home Hello, Phil. Hello. Give me a kiss. The hair is very impressive. think a very good addition. It's complimenting Tony. Okay, fine. Disgustingly fit still. Still doing employment law. No, I stopped that when I was 7. It's getting too much caseload too. Wow, that was part because I got involved with Welcome Home. I was treasurer trustee. Really enormous. I'm trying, but it's I have the treasurer progress. No one else can take everything.
No, don't give Tony anymore.
Well, I mean, that's true of all the problems. Post-COVID, very, very hard. So I'm still doing that. Partly through contacts there and partly just from friends and family. I started getting half a dozen cases once more from migrants and refugees. But for wages, it's a whole range of employers, not too large ones, a big agency, and then some real pros, all settled. When you looked at it, like an adult holiday, oh no, he doesn't do holiday. Written statement? No, it's fine. So they would come in with a claim for, to a point with quid, maybe £1,000 last year. So really straightforward. And then there's no records. It's wonderful, right? I've already discovered it now after 40 years of doing employment. You write and ask to inspect your records, saying I don't think I'll be paid minimum wage, just do reference to that. And they don't let you in to see, to inspect a copy, to examine and inspect a copy with a friend, anybody. They don't let you do that within 14 days. But a penalty, it's not compensation, it's straight to money. 80 times the national minimum wage at the time. It's about 900 quid. No, I was paid about 11 quid, so 80 times that. So you add those 4 claims, whatever the wages were, add in some holiday, add in that one because they've sent a letter saying can we inspect you, and then they haven't got a written statement. They come out, claim date 100. And I've done that half a dozen times. None of them went to a hearing. Except one, which I didn't turn up. That was a big agent. We've got a judge who didn't vote. When he told me, he said, well, actually, Mr. I think it was some training. I was called to do like 2 I mean, well, sir, forgive me, I'm no referee. It was really embarrassing. So anyway, I'm setting up. I hope refugee and migrant lawyers have got a couple, one's Nigerian, who can't practice in this country, they're not recognised. I said, well, come and do tribunals, because then you get some experience, and then, if you don't convince you fee, you get some money. And then, put in your CV here, maybe it's it's going to be called Employment Rights for Refugees, which is ERR. Or it might be Employment Rights, Refugees and Migrants. So I will tell you, I've always loved my opponents. I just think it's a nice little beat. I mean, I've got a little leaflet printed, but I can't get my website and my email address. I'm going to write a really thorough DIY guide, you know, to taking just these cases, because they're not legally, they're very straightforward. This proof is only astonishing, really positive, and advice on negotiation and settlement. So, because certainly if it gets onto the web and they've had publicising it, massive as well. Go on the website, find someone who speaks good English and fill in a form. Yeah, so low level. One of my 6 was Unica. Been there about 4 months. She's pregnant. Everybody's pregnant. Life is tiring. And she's just an employer. My midwife said I should do this. The employer just says, oh no, we don't do this. That's another 5 for the midwife. 7. So yeah.
Assessing that is really sort of reflecting about this consumer issue.
I'm an activist ever since I was a judge. I've taken that view for years. I'm just trying to disengage. I mean, just because it's not the best use of the brain.
So very good. We're doing nothing in terms of our
Mind you, we did one on climate change. Just as well, because I was getting out bloody canvassing for Greenpeace. It was a clever conceit play. It had a bit of sort of magic time travel at the beginning. The conceit was that this was a group of people living in Harlem in 2023. They'd been transported to Harlem. It wasn't clear, 2043, 2053. And they were being shown round then by describing in the hope that if we could take that knowledge with us back to the 20th century, we could do something about it, which wouldn't necessarily stop it, but make life a whole lot easier. And I mean, it was nice. It was a mix of interactive and very fun propaganda. Yeah. And still does. She still loves riding horses. Maybe the woman who runs it is